Hello and welcome to Political Perspectives with the Democratic Party of Lee County. This episode is focusing on those who want to run for office. You can run for public office in 2024 and beyond, Florida edition. Have you ever looked around and wondered, who's in charge here? Who put a road here? Who made this decision? Who made this policy? Then you have been concerned about who's been elected to public office. Do you know that you could be elected to public office? Yes, you can be the one to make those decisions. You don't have to feel hesitant about it. This is totally something that you can and should do. A lot of times, when people talk about running for office, they think about the biggest offices in the land. Washington, D.C., presidency, Senate, House of Representatives. But that's not all there is. In fact, many of the policies that affect our daily lives are made locally, including city council, school boards, and county commission. For those of us in Florida, we have learned just how important the decisions in Tallahassee are. People who are elected to the state Senate and the state House make decisions on schools, policing, and the environment, and they are extremely important for the everyday quality of life, or that lack thereof, of the people of Florida. So who exactly should run for office? The answer is everybody should run for office, and anybody should run for office. This includes women, activists, professionals, teachers, co-workers, men, women, young or old, retired, seniors. Folks like that love to live and play in Florida, and their perspective and vision can be very important in deciding how our government works. But that's not all. Let's not forget the blue-collar workers, our folks who are working hard in unions and small businesses, doing labor and hospitality all across the state of Florida. These folks have a valuable perspective that is often underrepresented in Tallahassee and local government. Professionals like lawyers often gravitate towards positions in government, and they can be a valuable asset to our community if they choose to run for office. But the fact of the matter is, for us to have a thriving democracy, we need everyone. Men, women, members of the LGBT community, Black people, Latinos, migrant families, white people. Everyone is welcome and needed to have a prosperous democracy. And this means you should run for office, no matter who you are. So, I see I've piqued your interest, and now you are thinking about running for office in Florida, and just how you can make a difference in your community. So what's the next step? Now that you've decided that you can run for office, you may be thinking about all the things that you need to do. Well, don't be worried. Not only is it a fairly simple process, but there are plenty of people around to help. First, you're going to need to know what's up for election this year. We recommend that you go check out your local supervisors of elections, and for those of us in Lee County, you can go to lee.vote and find all of the elections that are up in 2024. Take a look at all the elections where you live and what you may be qualified for. Think about what may suit you best and which level of government you'd like to be in, local, state, or even national. Then start talking. Talk to friends who are supporters of yours. Talk to people who have run for office or are currently elected and see what they think about the various elections, the political landscape, and how you, with your special talents and perspective, may fit into the broader scope of what's happening in Florida today. Then it's time to make your plan. File your paperwork with the state of Florida or the local elections supervisors, and start building your campaign plan and team. Decide which issues are most important to you and how you're going to message to the public on it. Start building out your team, including finance, campaign management, and field, so that they can help you get out into the community and spread the message that you are there to run for office and serve the people of Florida. Then it'll be time to hit the road, starring you, the candidate, talking about what's important to you, your family, and your community. Getting out and doing public speeches, going to events at clubs, debating your opponent, and getting the word out. Campaigning isn't just about hitting officials and talking to donors. It's about connecting with people in your community, going to festivals and barbecues, and learning what people in your community really need is going to be a vital part of your campaign, especially as a Democrat. After you get your campaign out and you start persuading voters, it'll take you all the way down to the line of either your primary or your general election in August and November of 2024. Then it'll be up to the people at the polls. So now we got you thinking about how you can run for office and just how easy it can be. Definitely reach out to the Lee County Democrats to get more information and support about your upcoming run for office. Never forget that you can do this. You can be the change in our community, our state, and our country, and you can run for office. Democracy needs people like you to step up and run for office. Remember, as Rage Against the Machine said in their song Guerrilla Radio, it has to start somewhere. It had to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now? It's time for you to step up and save democracy and run for it.